Hey, we're
Ooh,
back with more
Spring
Warframe. Last time we had an outage because of Comcast. It was kind of a bummer. My wife Andrea is here for some of this. We'll see how it goes. Check it out.
Oh, that's one of the nice things about being a teacher is you actually get like spring break.
I was gonna go to a settlement in order to do something that would let me get Endo, right? And that's when I had
What's
my disconnection.
Endo?
It's currency that I need to craft stuff. That's on Maru's Bazaar and Mars, right? I was walking around when the Comcast outage occurred. Yeah, I'm looking forward to story stuff because it seems like it's a cool setting. I'm interested to see what the enemy factions are. So you get to design your ship and your character, and you can customize your colors and stuff like that.
Right on. You can see you went with your favorite blue.
Of course. I gotta be a blueberry in every game I play. It's just a dead end. Oh wait, no. These are other players. That's cool. I'm excited about the build-up being worth it.
You trading, or are you looking to pull some endo?
I'm looking to pull some endo. Yes, that's exactly what I want.
If you're looking for Maru's Bazaar, you've
Ayaton treasures.
Hey, Shiny, you know about endo, right?
Extract endo. There's no reason not to do this, right? Unless if I want to use them as
The Orican must have shared your fascination with it. Keep a lookout for their Ayatan
decorations.
Those things run on endo.
I guess I only ever found the
You don't
one.
want the ornaments for your ship.
All right, well, I know for next time now. Keep stars? Okay.
A new quest is available in your codex.
Let's keep running stuff in the general area. Phobos Junction. Need to keep scanning Cephalon fragments on Mars, which would require me to have a thing to let me see them on my map, right? Oh, there was a weekly mission for free endo? Okay, I'll pop back over there and grab it real quick. I might do a quick mission so that Andrea can see what the game is like. It is a frame upgrade, and I need...
Covered in blood.
What?
my little robot is, like, schizophrenic.
Apparently.
Yeah. Ooh, that enemy sense sounds good, too. I've got room to equip it, since I'm not upgrading other stuff since I don't have enough endo. Enemy radar. Yeah, okay. Probably more stuff I can do in there because I have room for it, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna do a rando mission here. Which one is the one that's, like, pretty much needs to be a group mission? The one that's, like, capture points that's hard to do solo? Companion comes with the radar mod as well? Okay, that's cool. Oh shoot, okay, well, maybe someone will be playing group play when I load in here. See what happens. Is there a way I can, like, stand around without going further into the mission to try to have someone load in?
Not round.
They're not, that's correct. Phobos and
Why did
Deimos?
that Mars have a round moon? This is why you should always pay for a astrophysics consultant.
Crucial enemy intelligence. Capture the towers and decode any incoming messages.
I don't know if it's possible to do solo with my current build, so if no one loads in, as long as I don't touch any of the points, I can stand around and see if somebody joins. Okay. Are there good enough, like, incentives in game that people would do these, or are they stay out of it because it generally requires a group? Oh, thanks, Katie. Appreciate that. Namik, I'll reach out to you and whisper if you have any games you'd like to add. I've got a system called Subblock where people with subs can request a game for me to play. If I stand here for a little bit longer, nobody pops in, then I'll just bounce out.
It's a Saturday night, you'd think. This would be the time other people would be playing, right?
Understand how Twitch works.
I know how cell phones work. You haven't watched Twin Peaks, get on that.
I don't think anybody's popping in. It might just be that this mission style is kind of not... Do I get to keep the star that I picked up there? They don't play random nodes like that one. Yeah, I guess...
Weird that it requires people to do that, and they don't do that.
Well, it's the only kind of mission that's like that. I think you can technically do it solo, but...
Do you have to do the missions?
It will unlock two new areas that I haven't been to.
That one's optional.
Yeah. Gotcha. Alright, if someone notices on my mini-map the blue thing that I'm looking for my junction quest, feel free to just speak up and let me know.
Where's your mini-map?
Top left.
Top left?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a blue thing up there.
Alright.
And you can pull the shinies out. Trick is, you've got to wait to open. Something happens to the conjure before you can pull the goods. You don't get the goods. Ever. Also, the bleeders allied.
There you go, Andrew. That's your job. Look for the light blue glyph.
Give that console the old bypass so we can get this thing started. This isn't your regular bolt job. Alad V sold the conduits with interference routines.
Might be that big blue thing up there, actually.
It's not light blue, but...
I guess maybe these stars have been dropping more frequently.
Required.
Hey, now I've got another player.
Knock them down. See what they've got.
Maybe it's not that blue thing. Ouch. That's the objective marker? Okay, so it'd be a different one.
Find a matching conduit.
Light blue thing. I think I see it up there.
Don't let them near the conduit.
These guys down here maybe somewhere? This guy. Alright, so we hold... Oh no, that's the key for the mission. Hello. Those guys are fun. Mission has weird markers. It's okay. So we gotta pick up all the keys basically and bring them somewhere? Is that how this one works? I haven't done this format of mission before.
Space sword!
There we go.
And take you with it. Keep it clear of that conduit.
Gotcha. So you put the keys in there and then they're defense points, basically. Hey, another player joined in.
So, fun story. And by fun, I will preface this by saying no one got hurt. And
One time you went to Mars.
yeah, that one time I went to Mars. No, the word conduit just keeps reminding me of this. where there was a legacy experiment that they were, you know, deconstructing.
Hold on, my wife Andrea is an astrophysicist. She works at the Los Alamos National Laboratory, works on gamma ray astronomy and on weapons physics. Go ahead.
Anyways, yeah, so they were, you know, deconstructing this old experiment, and there was a worker who was supposed to cut through conduit lines.
Fence fail.
And he started cutting through a line he shouldn't have been cutting through. And thankfully someone had turned off the power, but didn't tell anyone. And so the guy didn't get fried. So, yay. But we had to spend a whole day
training on
how not to do that and how... Yeah, it was almost Bad News Bears.
So is this, it's sort of like the mining mission, except it's not, you don't have an infinite number of things to turn in, and it's like mixing the mining mission with the spy mission, I guess. There's only so many you can defend, and if you screw it up, you screw it up.
There was also someone who borrowed a, like, power cord for, like, a special voltage.
Try to blow up the thing. Okay.
And they modified it, and they didn't get the modification approved by the electrical safety officer, and then they, like, gave it back and didn't tell the person that they had modified it. And then the person went to use it again, and they were, like...
Was it this red guy?
They were close to a metal plate, and the thing arc flashed.
Well, I can get out of here.
Plate. Again, no one was hurt, but they were not management was not happy.
You're defending 4, new ones appear. Okay. So it's potentially infinite if you wanted to stay for a long time, but you can leave once you finish one of them, basically. Haven't seen, I'm still kind of keeping an eye on the mini-map.
Check, ejecting.
So who are these people you're murdering? Are they like gangsters?
I haven't learned yet. They're called the Grenier.
The Grenier.
Yeah. There's one faction that I fought that I know a little bit more about that's kind of like a ultra-capitalist
What's your goal
set.
of this mission?
Right now it's to leave.
Why did you even come?
We had to go pick up these keys and use them to get data, so that part's done.
Okay, so you have the data, and now you're trying to escape with the data. Alright.
I have a feeling I'm letting down my squad since people are leaving randomly.
Like, I don't want to play with this asshole. He sucks.
I'll send your cut via the usual. Have a good one.
Thanks, little duck.
Can't do anything about that last interference routine. You'll just have to wear it. Maybe I can catch the next one.
Cloned grunts, and they're basically Imperial. Oh, I didn't even realize that I had an optional extraction timer. I thought it was like I literally just had to wait for the players to get here. I see it now, over on the left. Okay, cool. See, I'm a robot man. Everybody's a weird bioorganic robot person. Might be things I have this special sword that's like a Zelda sword. It shoots little sword beams.
Nice. So you got the data?
Yeah. Let's stay away from missions like that one.
Why? You seem to do it okay.
Exit. Leave squad. I still can't do... I'm nowhere near being able to do another mastery mission, right? Because I was expecting to get way more of that XP. Maybe it's because I'm not leveling multiple warframes. Alright, so we're going to pick up the free quest in Maru's Bazaar real quick. Get some more endo, maybe I can do some upgrades, and then keep trying to do this Mars Junction thing. Oh, I can't skip the cinematic. Okay. So you said stars are worth holding on to. Which sculptures can I pretty much freely sell? I'm not super interested in cosmetics, mostly just mechanical stuff like Endo.
Hey, did you hear, Tenno? I'm turning everyone's Ayatan treasures into Endo. Interested? If you're looking for
Looking for
marvelous bizarre
treasures.
looking for you, I've got
I'm
a
ready.
I knew it. Okay, let's do this.
So she's queuing me into a mission to get treasures for free. Don't sell sculptures unless you have them slotted with stars. It's a way to get more money, basically. Or more Endo. Gotcha.
Here we go. Let's find some antiquities.
We're looking for antiquities, Andrea.
What?
We're looking for antiquities.
Okay.
Oh. This guy's not a friend. These drones are annoying because they, like, shield people.
I stumbled across an Orphan Codex that said this tower was known for its beautiful Ayatan treasures. Unfortunately for you, it was also known for its deadly security apparatus.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. So this saver thing that's popping up, is that like a different kind of daily quest that would pop up all the time? Because I don't think I was getting that for just collecting credits before. Stars are value multipliers. Okay, thanks. Are there only so many of those, or do they keep updating with new dailies until you've... each time you finish all of them? Argon crystal. Is this a new faction? I don't think I've seen these guys before. I think I've only seen the Grineer, the Infested, and the Dead Space helmet guys, the merchant guys. I think I actually have to go down, maybe from this elevator? Maybe that's not actually an elevator. Corrupted. So these are the same things that show up when there's like a rift that's that golden texture on them. Combine the hardest enemy types from each faction. Interesting. Alright, let's do Zelda Beam Sword. What are Argon crystals for? I don't think I see items pop up in the bottom left like that super often. I assume it's pretty good. It's a cool thing you can do in this game. I'm not very good at it, Andrea, but you do this. Whoa! Do like a superhero flying aiming mode, right?
Oh, like with slow motion? Or...
Well, it's not slow motion because it's online, but it lets you glide really far forward. See? Like that. So if you were really good at the game, you could do some crazy movement tech with that. Used for crafting prime gear and warframes, and they only last for 24 hours. Okay. So you only really care about them when you have the necessary blueprints that consume it. Let's see. Whee! Are these the only kind of missions where you get the Argon crystals? Like, would you only come here once you know you need... I guess this is only once per week that you're allowed to come here, right? Ow. Hey, thank you, Kevin. How have you been? Right now you level up your weapons separately from each other, and I've overused my sword, so my sword cuts through everything, and I'm trying to occasionally get some kills with the shotgun and the pistol just to make sure I'm getting a little bit of XP here and there.
See XP as you use it.
That's right. Which is kind of an interesting concept.
Well, yeah, practice makes perfect.
You can find statues in most mission types. Really gotta destroy those shield things first in the future. I'm pretty bad about that. Ow. Alright, so this looks like this is a potential, pathing issue with the objective marker, or am I able to get up here through wall jumping? I'm not clear yet on what all I can get, what shenanigans I can accomplish through wall jumping if I can just get infinite ascension. Looks like you can get pretty high, but I assume once you get good at this game you can climb anything like this without really having to work too hard. There's a secret entrance in here. So is it somewhere in here that goes to it? Oh, that's cool. That's pretty neat. I haven't done anything like that before. Oh, don't walk into those lasers. Okay. Roger.
Roger.
Exactly. Got it.
Oh, wow. This looks dangerous. For me. I mean, you're gonna be fine.
Reach the end before the door closes. That's concerning. Time limit. No idea where I'm going here. I'm probably gonna screw it up. When did this trigger, this time limit here? That looks like where I want to go. Do I need to, like, activate something to get in there? I think I already screwed it up. That's too bad. Bummer. So when did that time limit start? After I opened the secret door? And then what was I supposed to do to get through the wall there? To go to the side and go around. Does it let me try it again, or is that my attempt for the week? As soon as you get into the secret area, okay. There's a third pressure plate on the top platform in the back of the room.
Welcome to Maru's Bazaar. You trading? Hey, welcome to my bazaar. Lucky for you, I thought I knew it.
Okay, so I can try it again because I didn't finish it. Yeah, I guess I had no idea going into it that there was going to be some kind of, like, timed component. Yeah.
Here we go. Let's find some antiquities.
So I'm still not sure I understood. Like, there is a way to go on the side that was going to go to a third pressure plate that would have opened the door that was blocking the way to the exit. Always have different layouts. Okay.
I stumbled across an Orokin codex that said this tower was known for its beautiful Iatan treasures. Unfortunately for you, it was also known for its deadly security apparatus.
There's vertical scratch marks to indicate where you can wall jump. Okay. I guess I wish I could explore the area without a time limit where I can like look for those things. It's like, oh my god, run to the objective marker, right? I think there's just infinite enemies in this map type too. Right.
Well, this should be fun. Maybe you should stretch first. You know, limber up.
Don't see the timers having started yet. Reach the end before the door closes. Okay. Ouch. I think I made it that time? Question mark.
Don't look now, tin stuff. There's an Iatan nearby.
A what?
That's what we came here
Sculpture
for.
we came
Job's
for.
done.
We got the artifact.
Hey!
Andrea's like, what's happening?
All I know is you keep running into lasers.
That's true. It's not an incorrect assessment. Open the crates in the statue room? Okay, hold on. Am I allowed to go back in there? Is that a rare instance where boxes are worth interacting with?
And more laser running into.
That's fine. My shield's in the top right corner and it's the blue number. It comes back. My health doesn't. I don't even see crates in here. Are these things in the back? The vases, basically. Hornet Strike. Death Orb. So they triggered a trap. Okay. Enhanced vitality for my companion. That's neat. Now I'm out of shield, which is bad. I want to come back. There is a manual pickup. How did you see it? It's just on the ground? The white thing? Wonder why they have you pick those up manually when everything else is like an auto vacuum. It's weird. Sorry, I don't have Warframe vision at all. Imagine you do these maps a few 1,000 times and you just do this stuff. Bright pinging sound means star dropping. Okay. Yeah, I can't even really see the mini-map here. Probably just do this every time so it's easier to notice. Is there a way to lock the
Shields
mini-map?
down.
Thank you. Is there a way to lock the mini-map so that it's, doesn't rotate when I turn? Oh god, I'm gonna die.
Your shield is still down.
Yeah, I see. I'm trying
You
to...
like go hide somewhere.
Checking the options here in a second. Another star. Where does it show up on the mini-map?
Shield's down.
Thanks.
You're fucked.
So it doesn't show on the mini-map, but it shows on the ground. God. Is it being amber significant? Is that like rarer or
Can
something?
you like eat a slice of pizza or something?
No, I'm stressed out about my health.
Your shield is, well, I guess it's recovering. Yes, I'm very worried about your health.
It's fair. Take out this laser orb out here, might help a little bit. Because it's not actually hitting it, is it? Oh. Neat. Get to the exit!
Run! Run faster! Can you like go eat an apple?
I think I'll be okay once I get back to the base. Cold resistance. Yeah, I wish I could like make the sound effect for a star dropped a really, really loud ping. It's weird to me that you have to pick it up when everything else gets vacuumed to you. The game kind of trains you not to worry about picking shit up. Alright, I guess I've got stuff to do back on the ship later. I was going to try to change the interface. I want the map to not rotate with me. Numbers. Lock map rotation. Yes, please. Prefer overlay map. Yes, please. Landscape is just going to make it so I only see the relevant stuff. Audio. Dodge roll forward when you have no momentum in the air to get a lot of forward momentum. I guess I'll try that in a different map because I can't do it in the town, right?
Alright, so who do you give the statue to get Endo?
Oh, I have to slot.
I thought the whole point was to get Endo.
Yeah, it is, but I think I have to slot the stars into the statue and then sell the statue
Where
equipment.
do you get the stars?
Those are those things that they were yelling at me for not seeing when they were dropping.
Oh.
Yeah.
You missed a chest sound effect, right?
Exactly.
That one.
Ayaton treasures.
Is that the statue? Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that.
So how do I
I'd put that in my living room.
just click and drag? Sure. And that's just going to make it sell for more than what the star would sell for under different circumstances, basically.
How many stars do you have?
That was it.
Oh.
I think those are all the slots, so... Yeah, that's 1600 endo. That'll get me some upgrades.
Bullets.
I didn't realize that I could... Can I adjust my mods anywhere in town? I thought that was on my ship only. I assume I can't do that in a
Are
mission.
you bullet limited in this game?
Hey,
Uh,
trade? Hey.
Yes, but it has not mattered yet, so...
I sent out from all over the system come here to trade. Need any pointers? Oh,
Thank you for the help.
Shimmers off this one. Been a pleasure. Remember, I'm always looking for more Iatan treasures.
I love that Mass Effect is like, yeah, you have infinite bullets. Basically, there's just this block of metal, and we shave a little piece off of
That's
it
all you need.
and shoot it.
Then EA made them add ammo to the second game. Which is very silly. I don't have... I'm gonna see if there's stuff that I can build here, because I may as well start on some of it, I guess. If you see something that I'm able to build, and you know that I have the resources for it, and it wouldn't really cost me too much, I guess let me know, and I'll go for it. Then it can be ready next time we play. But none of this means anything to me, so it's all nonsense. They added 1,000 value to the sculpture. Huh. Is there a reason that they let you do that incorrectly and not slot the stars? Maybe because it's easier to get stars than it is to get statues, and you'll have more than you can socket or something? Insulation, cold resistance, heat resistance. More shield capacity would make Andrea less stressed. Vitality I haven't really invested in either. 10 endo, 30 endo, 70 endo, 150 endo. Yeah, that's a pretty big health upgrade. I feel like shield is more important, but...
All mods accounted for, operator. I have not taken any.
Oof, stuff gets fucking expensive. So maybe I'm gonna hold off on that until I get things that are cheaper.
Ooh, it's worth it. Come on, it's worth it. Give it to me.
Oh,
it's
it creates
worth it.
trade value for the stars. Okay, that makes sense. Thanks. Funds infested. Crit chance on the shotgun. What about my regular boring sword? Damage on the heavy attack, which I don't really use right now. Crit damage up. Attack speed hasn't really been mattering, but I did bother to level this guy up, so I may as well take it.
Operator, were you visualizing a bloody battle?
Me too.
Not a lot of ways to increase shield regen, so health becomes useful later. Does health scale how much healing you get when you have some source of healing? Alright, let me go back to doing my junction mission then.
Vagina Junction, what's your function? Taking in sperm and spitting out babies. What? It's
Marsted After Dark, apparently.
it's a Schoolhouse Rock song.
No, the Schoolhouse Rock song is Conjunction Junction.
Pretty sure that's from Family Guy then.
Probably. trying to think which one of these is the least
Talking
tricky.
about, you know, the reproductive miracle is not a bad thing.
Gonna get me
It's always first.
demonetized.
What, because I said vagina? Half of the world has one of those, Dylan. It's a beautiful thing.
Dig complete. Your hard work has just been rewarded. Extraction is now available.
Sorry, I forgot for a second that we aren't doing Star Trek right now. This is not my channel.
You're good.
Need to think for 1 second before I speak.
Go to the dig site.
New dig site
Excavator is ready
options.
to go. Keep it powered and protected from
So
any
what's the deal with me joining in with a already pretty active group of folks over here? Is that just because these endless missions you can keep dropping in, dropping out new people? It doesn't matter when things started.
Does your Navi have a name?
Ordis is the one that's like schizophrenic. The lady who's talking for the
No,
missions
I'm
right
sorry.
now.
I
is
meant
somebody
the
else.
little guy that's like above your shoulder.
Yeah, he's my companion. He's something. T something? He's like trying to freeze guys. Taxon, there you go.
We need another power cell for the excavator.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for this codex thing. I don't think I've passed it on the minimap. Minimaps are much more useful now that it's not rotating with me. It's easier for me to follow. Do I have an instance one of those on this map, or is there only one that spawns for everybody and someone else may have already scanned it?
Find a cell. Excavation complete. Look what we found.
Upgrade Thief Swit. Okay. I guess I've got a couple copies of it, so... I was avoiding upgrading it because I think my only copies of it are flawed. Can't steal the fragment. So everyone on the map has one that's instanced, basically. How did most people learn this game without streaming it and having people in chat to kind of walk them through it? Just very Googling heavy. I guess watching streamers or other like definitive YouTube guides for it.
Excavator deployed. Protect the unit while it extracts the artifact.
Very wiki heavy, asking the community or your clan. Okay.
Proceed to
Yeah, I
the
get
dig site.
that. Like, RuneScape's like that, so... Mastery games,
Excavator is ready to go.
they're
Keep it
rougher to
powered
sight
and
read,
protected from enemy fire.
but I definitely see the
Excavator
appeal.
has lost power. Find another cell.
Oh, I'm off map right now? Can this thing still show up when I'm this far off map? Watching streams of the devs, YouTube tutorials. Yes, I'm wondering if there's just like the first 20 things you need to know about Warframe, like document on the wiki or something. I feel like Path of Exile would benefit from something like
Find
that.
a cell.
Every single
What
thing
sort of
that
thing
drops.
would it tell you?
Yeah, I don't know. Focus on your junction missions. Definitely upgrade your mods as much as possible early on because you get some pretty significant efficacy boosts. from stacking them. Like the first couple upgrades aren't really, you can't really feel them, but stack it a few times and it gets really powerful. Streamers and YouTubers become Warframe partners. Perks like showing off the latest frames and weapons. That's cool. So they specifically try to get YouTubers, arrow mutation. That's cool. They specifically try to get YouTubers who are like friendly to new players and are ambassadors for the game. I've been enjoying that about the game so far, that it seems like the community is full of ambassadors for it. This isn't the way I came down earlier, right? This is a different area?
No, this looks different.
Screwing over my teammates, I think, by looking for this item instead of helping kill stuff, but
Dude!
it's okay. What?
That's a dick move.
Oh, by...
You're part of a team, Dylan.
I didn't know I was going to be part of a team.
Well, you are. And you need to pull your weight.
That's fair. What you're saying is not unreasonable. Oh, because it'll be in the same location for my teammates in case they're looking for it. G is like the ping button, basically. If someone else finds it, is there a good chance that they'll mark it too?
So this just made me think of a really funny story. At least I think it's funny. In like middle school or elementary school gym class, they were playing dodgeball, of course. And Dylan just stood in the back and didn't do anything because he's Dylan. And eventually it got to the point where he was the last person on his team and he had all the balls. And the gym teacher's like, okay, throw a ball. And Dylan's like, why would I do that? They're just
giving
gonna
them
throw it
animation,
back
they're gonna
at
hit
me.
me.
They're just gonna throw it back at me. And so, but in this
players waiting for me
case,
out
I
there.
win. And so the gym teacher was like, okay, fine, Dylan wins, let's play again. So Dylan won by hoarding all the dodgeball balls.
Sorry, I'm coming. I'll upgrade that Thief's Wit thing for the next mission. Hey, enemies. I haven't seen these guys in a minute.
That's because you weren't helping,
Yeah, I know,
selfish
right?
dick.
I know. It's shameful, I know. Are the endless maps typically bigger, or is map size not really affected by what type of mission you're doing?
Hooray!
Oh, dodgeball's dozens of balls.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
In the
there's-
US, anyway.
Yeah, there's usually like, I don't know.
If there's 40
Six?
players, there's probably like
Six?
10. Yeah. So I just stood all the way in the
You've
back.
seen Dodgeball in Underdog's story? Because in that one they have multiple balls, I think.
Some
they
game
like,
modes
line
have
them
more
up in the
specific
middle and you have
tiles.
to run forward.
Always tied to the length of the mission. Okay. Thief's Wit. I should be able to do
But yeah,
a
it's
couple cheap
basically
initial upgrades.
there's balls, a variable number of balls, and you throw them at people. But see, when you have multiple balls, you can have the ball
Oh, wow, that's
and
pretty
like
significant.
basically use it like you would a shell if you're in first place in Mario Kart, because you can like you know, deflect
Your mods
balls
operate?
thrown at you with the
They
ball in your
in some
hand.
way?
You can use the codex scanner on enemies to add their info to the in-game codex. Oh, that's kind of cool. Try regular old defense, I guess. Oh, the companion radar mod stacks? Okay, I'll do that next time I come back. Thanks, good tip.
You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball, Dylan. Hey, Ben.
Well, I guess I have to hold this now, so maybe defense missions are the worst mission to try to find one of these things. Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty neat.
Oh, they won't even spawn on defense. Okay.
Come here, Ben.
You already feed them?
No. Say hi, Ben.
He loves being held.
His favorite thing in the whole wide world.
I thought I saw the white "this is a star to pick up" thing. I'll wait until the first chance for extraction and then I'll leave.
Yeah.
Oh, I have corrosive damage on this thing, don't I? So how does it determine that I use corrosive damage when I have multiple damage types? Is it like when it happens to calculate that as the last point that results in the kill or something? So what mission type on Mars do we think is best for Codex? Like one where me ignoring my teammates isn't going to get me in trouble if they spawn in, and the map size is not going to be huge, and it's not going to be like an objective that I have to stand near. I don't have like an assassinate mission, I guess is what I would normally go for. The only stuff I remember in middle school is using that giant parachute thing. Which counted as gym class activity, I guess? Captures fast. Well, the reason I asked, I saw somebody mention capture would be better solo, but when I was in there, the map was gigantic, and I felt like I was running around for a long time and never found one. Was that just because the map size was scaling with additional players, or my scan radius wasn't high enough to find it easily? Okay. Gotcha, thank you. I thought maybe it was just that map was gigantic because it was endless or something. I don't have an intuition for how far a single, like, radius upgrade gets me. in terms of like the size of my reticle on the map. Map size is random. You do a roll and create the instance. It's not affected by the number of players in the party. I see. So they tend to show up at the end of a pathway? Okay, I didn't understand that part either. I thought maybe they could just spawn anywhere on the map. So like defense wouldn't work because it's too small, basically. Always appear in dead-end side paths. Okay, thanks.
What mission are you doing right now?
Defending this pod over here.
Why?
Because it's a pod we have to defend.
What's in the pod?
I think another one of these robot suits. The one that I'm currently wearing.
Oh. So they must be rare.
I know that the number of suits is... There's a lot of suits, but is there canonically intended to be a small number of Tenno?
What the fuck is Tenno?
We're like an ancient alien race that's able to wear the Warframe suits.
Ah.
I don't know, I guess it would be a spoiler because I haven't played very far into the game, but I don't know if you ever see what the Tenno look like without their Warframes on.
You never see Tali, do you?
Gotta play the story quest to find out. There's that portrait thing that they have in Mass Effect 3.
Very impressive, Tenno. You held them all back. Time to get out of here.
Heavy trauma, extra impact on melee. Interesting. Oh, melee prowess could be good. Alright, let's... Oh, my sword's at max rank. Well... Oh, so is my Exalted Blade. Oh no! Oh no!
Does that mean you get a new one?
It means that if I continue to use it, that it's not...
It won't level up?
Yeah. No.
Well put together.
I'm good.
operator.
Leave
Now get
squad.
out there
Bye.
Cut down the...
And make the Lotus proud.
You play on Switch, you're a Nintendo. Yeah, this is a nightmare. I have a maxed out weapon and I don't have any way to replace it because when you use a max rank weapon, the XP gets given to your that's... Is it with any penalty? I guess I could still use it then to level up the other two things. There's a bow somewhere I can buy for cash. That's in the normal shop, right? Maybe it's mastery locked. Bow? Oh, here it is. But I don't want the Mark 1 version, right?
Ordis has been counting stars, operator. All accounted for.
Have to get my mastery up first. Mastery 4. Is it worth leveling eventually both the Mark 1 and the non-Mark 1 version of an item just to get more mastery XP? Coupon available. For any non-locked weapon, you can hit tab in that screen, buy the blueprint to make it. Yeah, there might be something I can craft, but I think I have to wait 12 hours, right? Okay, I guess I could do the Cronus. That leaves me with a bunch of stuff left over, so I may as well start it. And the hammer. Gallium I don't have as much of, but...
Are you gonna be like Thor?
I thought I started building the heat sword. It would be nice if I can get the hammer, yeah. Can I not... My fourth weapon for my 4 ability, this is just maxed from now on, right? Like, there's nothing special I can do. I can't get another Exalted Blade. Basic weapon blueprints on the market sell for credits instead of plat. Okay. Okay, so once it's maxed, and getting kills with it is going to give me XP to other things, presumably. I guess I'm also going to want a new Warframe once I get the Warframe to level 30, right? Because that's the max there. And then that's stopping how much Mastery XP I'm getting. 2-1. Oh, I guess not yet. We were going to check tax and...
Operator? Did they anger you in some way?
Calculated redirection, assault mode, enhanced vitality. So vacuum is detects and collects items, but it's not the same thing as a radar upgrade. Getting kills with the kid's Excalibur, 100% of the XP. I see. Oh, I see. Those don't really matter. So you want the more expensive one to be on the affinity slot, I guess? See if I can do more shotgun upgrades if I'm going to be focusing more on that here. Exilus weapon adapter is an MTX thing I can buy that, like, gives me an extra mod slot that has an affinity on it. Oh, really? I don't have much innate impact. I guess it's the only damage-related thing that I've been able to get so far. We're saying capture. If I find the codex, can I immediately abort the mission and keep it, or do I have to at least finish the mission type? And hopefully I just get more shotgun. I guess I could switch to the fire one. Maybe it's better overall damage for this thing.
And bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting.
Capture you can do fast by rushing the target.
Target located. Bring them in.
And then once it's clear, I can dick around indefinitely, right?
The capture target has vital information that we will need to extract. We need our subject brought back alive.
Yeah, that's pretty fast. So, run,
Has been escorted to the extraction point.
capture the guy, and then look around and try to find the thing. Okay. I guess I'm kind of getting a sense for the loot radius, because whenever I'm seeing boxes, that's from Thief's Wit, right? Now, why is doing this solo any better? Seems like there's no failure chance for capture either, right? Ideal mode for all speed farming. So your teammates don't extract you. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I think I've been comparing the mission layout in this game more to City of Heroes than to Diablo-style games, and that was the same thing with City of Heroes, that there were missions where there was just a boss that you had to run in and kill, and you could avoid all the other enemies, and you could try to do a map that specifically had low mob density, so you could just rush the boss as quickly as possible. It's really familiar with it. Is it generally better to, like, explore everything that looks like a dead end as I go around, or try to cover as much ground as possible? Because the rule in most ARPGs is cover more ground, unless if you know the way the map generation works. You can get more revealed tiles per second. You're more likely to bump into the thing that you're looking for, you know? So is this the kind of dead end that one might spawn in? Are they usually through a door like that one in the far south that I was just in? Okay. So you start to get vision for that once you play this game enough, it sounds like. I must have left one behind. Kavat Incubator. Okay, that makes sense. Maybe like the one up here too. And there it is. It's 2, so we need one more. And I can just leave the mission and load directly right back into the same one, right? Now for consoles, okay. You get cool Cephalon lore if you collect the whole set. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to see story stuff here. The best way to get to story is to do junctions until I'm out of junctions, and then do codex quests until I'm out of codex quests. Pretty much. Gotcha. And then if I don't have junctions or codex quests, do unlock as many missions on each planet as I can get to. Cool. Gotcha.
You are here on a capture mission. You must find, capture, and extract our target.
I need to switch to controller here shortly just to stop hunching over the computer. I don't know why this game makes me do that. Other mouse keyboard games don't. Do I have access to a faction that tends to drop shotgun mods yet?
We cannot let our target know we're here. Track them down quickly. Target located. Bring them in.
Okay, no worries. I'll just keep playing the game in the meantime.
Has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
So if I wanted to get a second Warframe for whenever I get this one to level 30, even I would be willing to spend a little bit of money because I haven't paid anything for this game yet, and I'd like to give the devs some money because it seems like a cool game. Is there a way for me to be able to spend money to just have another Warframe right away instead of having to wait the real time? I guess in the future, after every session, I can always make sure to pop over to the Foundry and build anything I have access to. But it seems like you have to be playing the game pretty hard to reliably have access to building your own Warframe just from finding the materials for it, right? I guess if I have a max sword, is there any reason not to use the sword? If it's going to level my gun anyway and it's going to kill things way faster? I'm guessing it's because it's giving partial XP instead of full XP to the other guns, right? Speaking of which, pistol killed at least. We established that whole shared XP thing is true, regardless of whether you're playing solo or not, right? Some mission clear XP is shared with all of your guns, provided they got at least one kill each. If you buy a Warframe, they come with a pre-installed reactor and a slot. Okay. I wouldn't be opposed to doing that. How many, like, dollars does one Warframe cost-ish? I'm sure that that's variable depending on which one you're going for. An optional crafter that doubles your frame's mod capacity. Once they're available, you're expected to have one for current missions. That makes sense. Wait until you get a discount coupon as your daily login reward. Oh god, that's terrifying. I think I have one now. I thought that's what popped up when I first logged in. MTX stores, I guess I'm not like stoked if a game has them, but one thing that's always stressed me out is the FOMO storefronts where it's like, this is only going on sale today, and I had that problem in Path of Exile where I was like, well, I'm enjoying this game, I'll buy some stash tabs or whatever, not knowing that it had sales, And then, like, the next day I logged in and it was like, there's a sale on Stash Tab. And I'm like, that blows. Going on my first day. But it probably expired, right? It seemed like all that stuff is, you gotta use this coupon now or it doesn't work kind of things. I don't think I've seen any other stars after you guys were like, oh my god, there's stars on the map, why aren't you picking them up? Feel like I've been trying to look for them, and do they just drop more often on the weekly mission or something? These guys are annoying. Pathing is confused now, unfortunately. They're rare outside the weekly. You don't all the boxes and containers. They're more likely to come from boxes and containers then. Alright, let's check this out, maybe not. They never drop from enemies. Huh. Oh, but do they drop from, like, breakables? Was it like the pots on the weekly mission that was dropping them when I was just running out of the room? Okay. Gotcha. Like, I was confused. I'm like, where are these even coming from? Because I feel like I'm not killing anything. Alright, so I'm starting to recognize this, this pattern over here. I'm definitely not a stranger to the concept of learning the map generation. Like, that's what Diablo 2 was all about back in the day. Diablo 3 as well, I guess. I don't remember the rule anymore, but I knew that if you were farming Mephisto, that you would always try to, like, go in a certain direction, because the exit from Durance of Hate would always be in a certain corner of the map. I don't even think that was something that was, like, in walkthroughs at the time. You just did the missions enough and you figured it out for yourself, you know? Oh, man. Wondering if it's ever worth just extracting and doing the mission type again to see if you get luckier. So you're not having to, like, search for little rooms here. I don't think I've seen anything else. Do dead ends, I think I had to ask this question. Can you tell if you got near a door but didn't open it? Like, is there any kind of, like, tell about the shape of the wall near there or anything like that? Also, I've noticed that there are a lot of these, yellow consoles that still aren't interactable, and I'm not sure what causes those to work or not work. You've explored most of the map. It's probably just worth extracting. Okay. That's what I was thinking. You can just load into it again, since it's so fast to find the capture target anyway. Okay. Purely radius based. Is it, so the thing that gives me extra vision for, like, chests and boxes and stuff, does that also increase the rate at which the map reveals around me? Or is that a separate thing that does that? Radius and room based. Will never reveal rooms you're not in. I see. Fast deflection. Oh! I actually want that. Does extra shield recharge mean that once it starts recharging, it's going to recharge faster? Does it mean that it starts to recharge faster, or does it mean both? Let's see if I can fit that in here. Okay, I think I want that more. I'll equip it soon, but I need to get this Thief's Wit. Well, it's cheap.
If I may say, Operator, your chosen Warframe suits you.
So you're thinking that because the base impact on this thing is not amazing, that I can maybe get more overall damage out of it by upgrading Incendiary Coat, which I got somewhat recently. Okay. Is that just more or less globally true if I'm picking between adding a non-elemental damage type and like bonus elemental damage? From mods at least. Elemental damage are better in general and they give bigger damage. Okay. Do they, the status effect for fire is burning, which is a dot tick. How do they differentiate between burning and poison in this? Slash is the only good physical damage type.
You are here on a capture mission.
It's because it inflicts bleed.
Capture and extract our target.
Hey, well that was much easier that time. Wait, is that not the thing I was looking for though? Or not the thing that's an account for the Junction quest?
You're still in the clear. No detection from enemy sensors. Scans indicate our target is in the vicinity.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was gonna ask, basically, if that was how it worked earlier. Alright. If it was like, okay, you've got plus 80% impact damage, but that's applying to your base impact damage, but your plus 15% heat damage is whatever your total damage is, and then 15% on top of that, regardless of the other damage types, right? The shiny blue circle for the Junction quest, okay.
You found a target. Capture them quickly before they escape. Excellent work.
Dogs, my favorite enemy.
Back at base. Your part is done here for now.
Looking for dead ends. Looking for love. Oh, this is actually progress. Oops. Oh, that's fine. I saw a room to the side there. Wish I was better at the movement, the vertical movement in particular. There I can kind of tell. Well, it wasn't actually a room. Not in this room. So, if I got that character frame scannable earlier, does that mean that the one that I'm looking for is not going to spawn, or can multiple kinds of them spawn? There's always going to be at least one blue thing no matter what, right? Multiple can spawn, okay. Is it not necessarily certain that the one that I need is here, though?
You're making waves, dreamers. I can feel it.
I'm trying, Uli. I'm done back here, as far as I can tell. Looks like there should be something down that I can't get to. Huh. I see. Okay, thank you. Keep looking for dead ends. Yeah, this thing's already doing way better damage. Thanks for the tip about the elemental damage. It's helping a lot. Is there any advantage to doing the X button stealth kill? Like, is that a Nightwave objective sometimes? He shreds armor. Cool. Increase the affinity multiplier. Really? That's cool. Is that a effective way to level up then? Try to fish for stealth chains. I was trying to do it there. I mean, what does affinity mean? I don't think that word means anything to me. They use it a couple times. It applies to mods, right? Like whether or not a mod wants a certain kind of mod equipped in its slot. Oh, it literally just means XP. Okay. Hilarity is the thing on the mods. Okay, thanks. And once the stealth multiplier is in place for getting early kills, does it stick around for the rest of the map even if you drop stealth, or is it only for each subsequent kill? Players playing solo can be well worth it for leveling. Towards mid-game, there are other ways of farming XP. You can level weapons in less than an hour. Interesting. Yeah, I guess I wouldn't want to like rush to the trivializes the leveling experience stuff. I know a lot of action RPGs like Diablo end up having like a community of rushing people. But since this doesn't do any like seasonal play, right? I imagine that's less common, or that it's not as effective to bring a high-level character with you to just nuke stuff for you. Stealth kill affinity bonus. Oh, I see that's the buff that's ticking down on the top of the screen. That's cute. I got so much junk on my screen, I've just had to train myself to ignore most of it for survival reasons, but I think that means I know what everything means now. A little buff in the top corner. My health, my companion's health. What happens if my companion dies, realistically? Like, does it just respawn after a little bit? Does it not get targeted often or something? Because I don't think I noticed it coming anywhere near dying previously. You revive it as though it was a player. Interesting. Is it immune to like AoE or environmental damage? That seems pretty typical. Hey, here we go. That seems pretty typical for pets. I think WoW figured that out 15 years ago. Hunters' pets need to be resistant to or immune to AoE. Do pets and sentinels occupy the same slot? Do they compete? Just different categories of companion creatures? They do. That was cool. I feel like this movement system would be fun for a superhero action game. Trick mag. Pet happiness was a thing. Assume you just want pets primarily for the utility of like picking shit up for you and giving you passive buffs, right? You don't actually care about their combat capabilities. That worked. I really like the aesthetic of this game. It's very surprising to me that it like opens with this cool narrative story cutscene, and then it seems that it's like maybe a dozen or a couple dozen hours of kind of mindless dungeons before you get story again. You can visit some towns, it looks like, to get a little bit of flavor.
New quests in your codex.
Qualify for mastery rank test. Sweet. Oh, I got an actual Thief Swit. Oh, that's exciting. It is not a sphere, I should tell Andrea. Looks like neither is Deimos.
Operator, you have remembered well how the Tenno arm themselves.
Fortunately, I spent a bunch of resources on upgrading this one. Oh wait, did I? Maybe it wasn't flawed the whole time. Huh, I must have just been confused. I thought I had a flawed one. Loot radar plus 42. Seems pretty good. So with the fact the first prop request they added was meant for veterans and experienced players, they continued the main story from that point. They never went back and updated much of the intro stuff. Yeah, it's interesting. I've played 3 live well, not live service. It's not fair to call Factorio live service, but 3 games that have gotten aggressive developer updates. This one, Path of Exile, and Factorial, all in like the last 6 months or so. And they all kind of seem to share that issue that once they've selected for an existing player base, and once the player base is expecting a certain cadence of updates, it seems like it gets harder and harder to justify spending dev effort on, instead of releasing content that your players care about, content that might be able to better capture a new player, right? It seems like it's wasted dev time to try to spend on that. Terraria feels great. I think Terraria has an amazing new player experience. Just all out of being able to level gear.
Eliminate all Corpus threats.
So just, you have a different starting warframe? Like, curious why that's the case. It's a golden hand. Offer Granum Crown. Okay. Tell me that there's another mob over here that I gotta kill. Yeah, I maybe could have beaten the Jackal on a 3rd attempt once I got a little bit more practice on the boss, but the main reason I got past it is because I just happened to group with somebody who carried me through it, unfortunately. Gotta max out the range on the sword here. So using my 4 is a pretty good way, it seems like, to focus on leveling up the Warframe, right? Well, I should do my mastery test after this. Forgot. What this thing is? Golden Gauntlet thing.
Wise Parvus, the low thief shall never know the cool caress of your crowd.
I was a treasurer, like a treasure goblin. I think I had an issue with this guy before where he killed me. Gotcha. What are you doing up there, buddy? Maybe anyone playing public. If you're playing tonight, I'm down to try to group up with you, Leon. Might be fun to go back and do some of those early maps and see how they go. What you do is you make a consulting company that specializes in new player experience for games. And then you offer your services to other devs and say you don't get paid until the content is deployed, approved, and they actually see a growth in player count. That's cool, Walter. I'm excited to play more of this. I'm having fun with it. I think it's getting better every minute that I play it. Is there a drone enemy or something? Yeah. So are these some of the least enjoyed mission, or less enjoyed missions, or the ones where you have to, like, exterminate all the mobs? That was definitely the case in City of Heroes. The most hated missions were the exterminate the map levels. Awful that interface and manual is. Oh, Taxon's dead. Okay, I see. Exterminate's popular, it's fast depending on the level. I see. Low attention burden missions, you just want to shoot stuff and not think too much. Okay. Yeah, I guess the main issue with City of Heroes' equivalent of exterminate missions was that you would often be stuck, like, trying to track one mob down. And that part wasn't very fun. But it looks like the markers help you to not accidentally leave a room without killing everything. Poor little Roomba. The fuck?
This is a little awkward, but do you mind helping a lady down from here?
I don't have any of those. Okay.
Well,
Random crowns.
exactly how I imagined.
Something about obscure, goofy sounding currency names in video games always cracks me up.
At last. Feel like I was
What
born
the fuck is that? What is an exalted orb? I mean, so there's always more enemies than is necessary to kill, so it's never much of a hide and seek with that one annoying target. Okay, that's not so bad. I thought it was still kill everything on the map, so there's slightly more in case you miss a couple.
You have broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Find
Out of here
distraction.
now. Ow. Yeah, right. Like, what the fuck does that mean? Oh, the enemies run from you, so it's easier for you to escape. That's cool. I guess because you just exterminated all of them, so that's neat. Do this mastery test. I worked in project management before, so I know that it's like the ultimate why don't they just thing to say, wouldn't it be great if there was some kind of
Show me that you
contracting team that worked for commission to help other developers with live service games improve their new player experience and not get paid until after the improvements were live. Like, I know the whole thing that just bringing on new developers to an existing project actually increases the time for it to finish because it takes so long to get them on the same page with everybody else, right? Oh, this is kill all enemies with a melee weapon. No problem. But still, it feels like once you get into this hole, it's really hard to dig yourself out of it. Unless if you're like Square Enix or something and you're willing to throw tens of millions of dollars at it, operate at a loss for a while. I guess the problem is that 1.0 was like actually bad when they went to go fix it, and Path of Exile, Factorio, and this game are all very playable experiences. They're just not as newbie or sight reading friendly.
Another job well executed.
Hooray! Base mod capacity up.
Unread inbox messages make me ill.
Syndicates? What do those do?
If I may say, operator, your chosen warframe suits you. Ha ha.
Oh, now I get it. Boar. Okay, I'll take a look here in a second. Sure. Reload speed would be nice. Ammo max is not the same as clip size. Okay. Really, Hornet's Drake, because it's just a flat damage boost. So that operates similar to like an elemental damage boost, because it's just it multiplies everything.
Everything in orders, operator? Is that a pun? I will attempt to bypass this fault.
Reputation-based factions with unique rewards. Some have dedicated quests. Oh, that's kind of cool looking. Oh, copy Warframe colors. Neat. You can make yourself the enemy of 4 of them. Is there a recommended one to do? Is it possible to max them all out like in WoW by shenanigans, basically? Guess I should see if I'm going to buy a new frame. Sorry. I'm going to buy a new frame. I should see if I have that discount thingamajig. So where would I see my discounts and stuff? 1-day coupon remaining? Credit blessing. Is that what the coupon is? Steel Meridian are cool and have cool rewards. I guess I could either pick one based on looks, pick one based on price, or try to describe what kind of gameplay I would enjoy and have chat recommend one. Coupons for buying platinum. Okay, so the coupon is the thing that we were talking about. You want to have that available before you buy something. I think maybe this doesn't exist, but I think I would be interested in trying something that is more 1, 2, 3, 4 activated ability and energy regeneration heavy, and maybe less dependent on the weapon. So if anyone wants to think about some examples for that. Let's do the Steel Meridian thing. Battle-hardened Grineer Deserter. Visit them in the relay. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I guess the interesting thing I'd like to try is there a build that's able to, like, keep its energy high or close to max all the time so it can use its activated abilities? Either. I guess something that allows for energy regen or has cool ability usage where more of your damage is coming from those than from your weapon. So I need to find, I guess it put me in the room with the syndicate person, didn't it? It loaded me in here.
This
This war's chewing up the
Initiation.
weak. Hey, are you gonna help these people out? This war's chewing up the weak.
So am I just going to start earning rep with them when I'm doing other stuff now?
But still Meridian. This war. Hey, are you gonna help these people out?
Saren and Ember. Okay. I'll go back and take a look at the options here real quick. It's like a rep banner that, while it's equipped, is that something I just do from the arsenal thing over here? So it wouldn't be in her appearance, right? Oh, it is. Okay. So having the sigil is what's going to do rep for me, basically. That's interesting. Can you have two of them then? One on your front, one on your back or something?
Strange. Ortis did not see the value of those photonic wavelengths until now.
What's the one that's opposed? I guess I don't want to equip one if it's opposed. I can't equip two at the same one, I assume. Oh, you can hide it if you don't like the look. Okay. Is that alpha? Ah, gotcha. So let me check the shop for Saren and Ember. He's not in.
Operator, are you enjoying the view?
Is Lavos listed first because they're new? Master Alchemist. Fireball, release a fiery projectile that ignite enemies on contact. Receive 5% ability strength for every enemy engulfed within 50 meters. It's neat. So Saren, if I'm going to have to buy one, it makes more sense to buy the one that's harder to farm. Venomous. Status effects inflicted on enemies last longer. Oh, that's kind of neat. Oh, that's the cool mechanic. So I would need to get... Buy the blueprint. I see. There's some packs. Saren's a bit tankier. Right on. Let me hide my screen really quick so I can buy the... Get platinum. Yeah, 1 second. Oh, weird. You don't buy it. You can't buy it with Steam wallet currency. This purchase screen is terrifying, but I'll be fine. Probably get the one for $10. Oh, I was going to use my Steam wallet. Okay, thank God. I was worried I was going to have to enter in my credit card number here. I agree to the terms of the Steam agreement. Thank you for your purchase. Thank you for your order. Okay, I think that's done. I think it's Melilai. I did Marstead, but that was when my friend Sailor Dan showed me the game for about an hour, like 3 years ago. So I wanted to be able to have a fresh start on that character. Confirm purchase. And now you can gift it to other people, basically. Okay, that's cool. So if I wanted to switch, that's just from the arsenal screen, like everything else. Neat. So she's going to start out way less tanky than I was just rolling with, which I guess is fair.
Operator, you have remembered well how the Tenno arm themselves.
This is where you might want to have multiple copies of, like, survivability mods, like redirection. Personified Bionuke. Gotta bring back the blueberry here. Although the default look is kind of cool. These are all skins, okay. Do they make a lot of money on skins? She has high innate armor. How is armor different from shields? So like the lights, I think, are emissive. Yeah. Actually, I wonder if the Shamrock Blues are more my style. I didn't mess around with those before. I think one of those is actually my my like branding of Indigo. All right, it's cool looking. I know, right? Works for the character. It's kind of her deal, right? Every plus 300 armor is actually plus 1x your base health. Interesting. So I guess I could upgrade this more then. Let's do some missions with her and see how she goes. Corpus, Fisher, Sharpless. What are my next quests, events? Do I not have additional junctions really right now, or do I have to like get close to where they are in order for them to unlock? May as well open one of my chests, I guess. So what is this? Is it like higher letters and higher numbers? Is a T4 better than a C6? Or do we want to get closer to like A? Or is it A1 better than a T4? Go back to the Mars series junction. I'll tell you what to do on Phobos. Oh, I see. Beat the Sergeant at Iliad on Phobos. Refine a Void Relic. Oh, it's just drop table. It doesn't give you any information about whether it's good or not.
This is a mobile defense mission. You must deliver payloads and defend a number of locations while I break into the network. Be prepared for heavy resistance. I can't do this without you.
So the poison ability, like, throw it at a group of enemies and then it spreads, right? It's kind of the premise. And then what's the main source of energy recovery? Is it, like, orbs that drop from defeated enemies?
Got to find a terminal. Proceed and prepare.
Orbs right now. So I know to look for specific mods later on that will let me regenerate energy without needing to rely on orb drops.
Spotted. Upload me and prepare to defend. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
I don't think I've noticed what the energy orbs look like, but I'm going to start trying to pay attention to them now that it potentially matters. I like how easy they make it to switch warframes. It's kind of like switching jobs in Final Fantasy XIV. But it's still your Tenno, you're just wearing a different armor.
Still working on
Might change the color scheme up a little bit. I think a little bit too much white.
Here. Move on.
Full energy. Oh, is that a thing down here? So am I able to like throw that poison thing and then just run away and let them die? Oh, I see there's a little UI thing that shows you. Does it matter to infect the same enemy multiple times, or is that pointless, basically? Ow. Die if I'm not careful here.
Your desire is found wanting.
I think it got away right before it died. It's too bad. Bummer. Oh, interesting. So you want to... The loop is you want to infect the enemy and then kill it with like another weapon. And that increases the level of infection on anything you've already infected. So there's a couple Witch Doctor builds in Diablo 3 that seem similar.
Location reached. Drop me in and defend our position.
Oh, right, I left that thing on the ground. There are no infected enemies. The damage rapidly decays. I have to do at least 3 defends before I can leave for mobile defense. As long as at least one enemy is affected, you can potentially scale it infinitely.
On it. Continue to defend.
So, what is the main source of spread? Is it manually hitting one on multiple enemies? Like, is it hitting an enemy that's in a group with it and then killing that enemy and then it like detonates and spreads it to everybody around? Teammates can screw you over on Saren. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. Dang it. And that costs XP, right? Yeah, sarin gas. Yeah, I have a feeling that the playstyle for this frame doesn't make as much sense on enemies that you're one-shotting with your normal weapons anyway. It's like a lot of work for not a lot of payoff. So, as far as infection goes, can you whiff the one? Or will it not let you press the button if it's not going to target something? Or will it try to, like, latch onto something that's nearby to where you shot it?
Here is a terminal. Get me in and get ready to defend.
Okay, so you can't whiff it. That's good to know. Is that where it'll say, like, invalid target when you try to press one? Ow.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Working on it. Do most frames have the same basic mobility in terms of like how high they can jump and what their basic melee actions are like, sort of a thing?
The odds were against us, Tenno, but we did it.
Whenever she says that, I feel like she's about to say that we failed. Those, like, reflected in their passive. It seems like the passive is the most important thing that they have, right? And I could get some value out of this, I just got a heal rate thing, that's cool. I can get some value out of the passive on her by trying to focus on status effects on my weapons, right? Even if I'm not able to use her powers very effectively yet. Hair kits. That's cool. Oh, and flying. Nice. It seems like that wouldn't break the game at all, the way the rest of it is oriented.
It's your lucky day.
No one's allowed to have eyes in this game. It wouldn't look cool.
An unexpected color combination, operator. My sensors are bleeding. Pleased.
Let's go all the way on Blueberry, why not? Wish I had a good black. I'm guessing that that's pretty expensive because I would totally do that there. If I had to guess what the most expensive single color is. Blue and gold's kind of cool looking. I'll do that. Oh, all palettes are 75 no matter what. Sure, I see. So I guess picking up that free Shamrock palette was kind of a big deal, it seems like. It keeps the regalia if I selected earlier, right? Oh no, okay. Gotta reselect that. Free Easter palette. That's cool that they offer that. Impressed at how good most of these look, actually. Direction's 10, which I still can afford. Okay. Yeah, I can look at it without buying it. Oh, that's pretty cool looking. Yeah, it kind of turns the gold into like a filigree on some of these. I like that one a lot too. Wow, they put a lot of work into these skins. That's impressive.
Operator, I've run diagnostic
Orphan.
regressions. All systems nominal.
Yeah, it's pretty
You
cool
don't need
looking.
to thank me.
the deluxe one. So why does some of these have dollar costs and some of them have plat costs? Like you literally can only get them with money. You cannot get them with by earning it in game. I think this is my favorite one, especially with the colors I'd already selected. But looks like she's got like a veil and hair. Dollar ones are fan made, really? Is it like a Steam Workshop thing where they share in the profit a little bit?
If I may say, operator, your chosen warframe suits you. Ha ha.
Said something about mixing relics. Is that a thing I can do here? What is this resource that I'm spending to refine? I don't know where I even get that from. Is that from doing void areas? I only now that I've seen the other skins, I don't like the yellow anymore. Hold on. I like the idea of it, but just go all blueberry for now, unless if I ever decide to get a different skin later. Regular competitions for making new skins. The devs pick the winners, and the winners get a % of the earnings. Oh, whenever I open crappy relics, I get more traces for better relics. Okay. So I think I needed to do that. Let's see what that does here. Trace, is that the currency that I get when somebody else takes my item from the boxes? I think I got it there. Refine a void relic. Hey, defeat the sergeant at Iliad on Phobos. Okay, let's go. You must possess an Archwing. And have completed the Archwing quest. So maybe I can go this way to get to it. Doing the Fisher is still going to get me to unlock the next zone, right? What was the one I just made? I don't remember. I guess it doesn't matter. Do not own this relic. I guess I'll just click one and not think about it. Oh, can I not do this because I don't own any of the available ones? Huh. Owned. It only opens Mesa relics, which I don't have. Okay. Mesa relics. Where do relics even come from normally? Just it's one of the random drops you can get whenever you're doing another mission. It wouldn't be progress anyway. Okay.
Your mission is to break into enemy data vaults and steal any intelligence files you find. Be on the lookout for increased security measures.
I see. So Will it shoot the one through walls and stuff, like the way the 4 ability was working on my previous frame?
You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data. Alarms have been triggered.
Oh,
You need
so
to
much for
retrieve
that.
Data before the data destruction is complete.
Maybe my buddy knows where to go here. Hey, they just ate the damage. Good job, friend. So eventually, once I have an energy engine for this character, would the way to play her be to press 1 on every enemy and then kill that enemy? Or is it to kind of think more about what you're choosing to corrupt? There's no, like, automatic health regen, right? The only way you get health regen is by killing enemies and getting health orbs.
Most wise founder, protect your avaricious servant. These crowns with your touch thief, and mighty will be Father's pleasure. I'm not kidding.
Oh, I see, and it shows my infected targets on the minimap too, doesn't it? Oh, Snowy's down? Really? Coming. Reviving their pet, basically. It's cool. One kill until you reach desired infection spread, or your 3 for instant spread. 4 to blow up all you're inflected. 2 are needed for survivability. And I just unlocked the 2. That's shedding her skin certainly is a decoy behind to draw fire. Interesting. How willing are mobs to, like, fire on that thing? Does that work on everything in the game, not on bosses? Are those doggos I see with everybody? Are those the optimal pet you were talking about? I'll try it here in a second.
Alarms. Data destruction is imminent. You need to hurry.
Working on it. Is there any way to get rid of those? Okay, yes, kind of.
You got it. The data is still intact.
The early quest to get a dog, I see. So is regenerative molts a generic mod that, like, are there mods that are specific to certain warframes or only interact with certain warframe abilities? Just happens to be called molt. It seems like Saren's potentially a decent group hero depending on how you're using the infection. Potentially not great depending on what your allies are doing to it, right? Oh yeah, that movement speed buff is nice. I think that's reasonably cheap too. Syndicates only, that's cool. Four-player endless missions where Saren does everything the other three players, leech XP. And it's possible because
the enemy will start destroying data.
Her damage just gets nutty later on. But I disabled one of those before. Oh, you can get the range on it up. Interesting. It'll just kill everything? That sounds awesome. Yeah, I'd like to try to get to that. That's something that would be a ton of fun.
Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone. We have everything we came for. Get to extraction. Heavy robotic signature detected. Lock and load.
Shoot. Getting stuck, my bad. I like how even though there's no slowdown on that, they do things to make it feel like there's slowdown. I think the audio changes a bit while you're gliding like that. And it changes what's in focus. I imagine if this were a single-player game, it totally would have it. Sorry, I'm coming. Other players killing infected targets doesn't trigger the spread mechanic. Oh, okay. Reflection. Serration. Oh, because you need it to like build up for a while and then pop them. I would need to get an assault rifle. I would be willing to try an assault rifle if we can find one. So I could try doing Lingering Torment once I get another level up here.
Operator, you have remembered well how the Tenno arm themselves.
I was having fun with the pistol before. What's the most interesting status effect? I guess for Saren in particular, but for any character. I see. May as well keep upgrading this. Now I'm out of dough.
Operator, were you visualizing a bloody battle?
Me too.
I'm allowed. Okay. So I should be getting rep now because I have that sigil equipped, right? Let me see. But it looks like it says 0. Do I need to have it on my front and my back? Or does it depend on what missions I'm doing to be earning it? It didn't. Okay, hold on. Oh yeah, you're right. I didn't see your message, Walter. I'm sorry. I'm trying to absorb a lot of information here, so it's likely I'm going to miss stuff. Capture.
We're here to find our target and bring them to the extraction point. Happy
Greatest
hunting.
mission type.
Target located. Bring them in.
Do I though?
Mission complete. The captain has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
Would I need to do a specific faction rep to get the good frame-specific mods for Saren? And am I on the right faction to do that? Oh, your faction cap is low, I see.
Walkers incoming.
Remind me, you were telling me what the use case was for her 3. That basically puts her infection on her sword, so she doesn't have to use the 1 to apply it anymore, but it's like only temporary. Showing me the stacking damage there. Ow. Okay. Perkit. I see, so I'm losing it with New Loka and Parent Sequence. Gotcha. I was just asking about the use case for 3. I left a star behind? I didn't open anything. Was it just a breakable or something? I can't see them. I don't know what it is. If the movement's too fast, or I'm not hearing the ding noise, or what the problem is. I accidentally... There were pots in the room? Huh. To look at... I guess I have to be in a mission to look at her abilities. It pops the spores. Okay. So I thought maybe it was going to make it so when you melee, you spread the infection, but you still need to use one for that no matter what. It sounds like. I'm sure once I've played the game enough, Walter, that will be the case, but right now there's so much other garbage that I don't have to pay attention to.
Our intel suggests that our person of interest is in the vicinity. Search for the hostage and bring them home.
Toxin damage ignores shields. Oh, wow. So does that mean that if I can get a toxic mod on my sword, that's kind of the way to go? So that it combos with that? Yeah, so like that thing, there's a little indicator that's behind me right now, right? That's black and white. I think this just turns the alarms off. Those kinds of things seem to pop up a lot, and they don't register in my peripheral vision at all. I guess maybe if it was a unique color or something, if it wasn't the same black and white as those.
Looks like heavy activity ahead.
What does that actually do? Basically, the problem is the game has kind of trained me that this stuff doesn't matter, right? Like, I can go ahead and hack it, but it takes time out of just running around and killing things, which is good enough most of the time. So if it's taught me that the black and white things I can ignore, then I'm going to ignore all the black and white things.
If the wardens detect you, they will surely initiate the execution sequence. Bypass complete. You may proceed.
Set the alarms, you can go back to stealth mode.
The hostage is almost out of time. Hurry.
I'm trying how to get in there. Guess I could try to... Is there a thing you have to break to get these green things to go away? Slash, is there a way to just... Okay. Brute force through them? Oh, that was cool.
The captive will be in one of these cells. Search them.
I'm in your debt, Tenno. Let's go home.
Subject found. You need to bring the captive to safety. Protect them at all costs.
Parvus Granon, your sacred tokens shall remain secure.
The lasers always have a console somewhere to deactivate. There's another way into the central area from above. Okay. Gotcha. These guys seem pretty nasty. Treasure goblin dudes. So they like put crap on the ground that you can blow up, basically. I think he blew up finally. Yeah, so they like put little mines on the ground that slow you and put a dot on you, so you gotta like blow those up. Okay. Womp womp.
They've got me. Tenno, help.
I'm trying. I've had this happen a couple times where there's like green lasers and walking up to them just makes them disappear. They said it seems like that's what's happening. So do you have to like turn in your capped rep every so often or something? Oh, they just turn on and off at fixed intervals. Interesting. So you just have to get used to the missions to know whether it's a timed thing or a deactivate thing. Kind of want more shields on her. Oh, I can afford it now. Good. I'll pick up Equilibrium soon. Aura mods, interesting. Flow, enemy sense. I still haven't gotten a non-flawed equilibrium, have I? No. Streamline would help me cast easier. Ability efficiency. I guess I don't know what that means. Oh, okay. That seems pretty good. Alright, I'll pick that up. Probably want to wait until I get a non-flawed version before I spend too many points in it. I guess the flawed version it wouldn't be that expensive to max out. Yeah, that makes sense. Oof. Let me see if I can get some endo from dissolving stuff.
Ordis will meet a similar fate someday.
So many pressure points. My kingdom for a sell all duplicates button. Or leave me with 2 of everything button. Middle click selects the whole stack. Can I like do whole stack and then do a -1? That's helpful. 170. I won't be able to upgrade this anyway due to energy reasons. Alright, that's fine. When you don't need 20 pressure points, yeah, you just get rid of them real fast.
Everything
Makes sense.
orders, operator? Is that a pun?
Assassinate the sergeant.
I will attempt to bypass this vault.
Assassination contracts are not to be taken lightly. Eliminating this target will have a significant impact on enemy forces. Search the area. Leave no survivors.
I'm trying to notice the star drop now. I wish I could increase the tink noise. Or like replace the sound file with a really loud sound. It's so weird that there's one thing you have to pick up in the whole game.
Corvus walkers are heading to your location.
Ooh, shotgun ice damage, that's cool. Is there an agreed upon best elemental status effect? Viral. Wow. I get Shrek sometimes. So instead of it looks like a little, like, square? Hold on.
Your crowns are safe in my grasp, oh Parvos. Protect me!
I was trying to distinguish it from the other black and white indicator, for which there were bunches of them for the alarm reset mechanic. One that's not an on-off symbol. All I did was throw my thing on the sergeant. It looked like he just died. That's funny. Just Saren things.
Assassination contract complete. Great work, Tenno.
Parvos, I return to the grasp of your golden hand. Away!
I can see the green exit thing pretty well, because I think that's the only thing that's ever green. I'm just trying to figure out what the problem is. It's one of those, like, I don't see how you can't see it. I can't not see it. It's like... Is my brain broken? Sergeant is the most neglected boss. So he literally is supposed to be a boss? Is he pretty early game? I guess I haven't done any frames where stealth seems to...
Messages in your inbox, operator.
Actions
They
have
are
consequences.
not as encrypted as they should be.
Nora has it on good authority that rail pirates
I
are
see.
hungry after a cold weekend.
Yeah, I guess maybe if I could feel the benefit of like trying to do stealth kills and keeping the alarms off, I'd probably go through the levels more slowly. But I feel this like push to be like, go, 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 you know. If you're stopping to look at something, the time you're spending looking at it is time wasted not getting to the end of the map. And it's probably just, like, Diablo that has instilled that in me. Not any reason to unless you're XP grinding. And I guess for, like, an important drop like that, I'd expect there to be, like, a loot beam or something, but they have loot beams for crap ammo that you can't actually pick up, right? Oh, this might be a mistake doing this with her. I'll give it a try. She still seems pretty nutty, especially for, like, boss fights. Throw poison and go hide for a second. That's fair. You know, Diablo for me ended up becoming about, like, I need to learn how little I have to care. So I have to know... At what point am I freed from having to think about blues and yellows at all, even for, like, the dust they turn into? Never break pots, never open chests, you know? And it's honestly not super fun, because the loop becomes about understanding what content you don't need to interact with, and that kind of feels bad. Complete quest the Archwing. Defeat Devor and Krill on Ceres at Exta. How would I get power strength for the spores? Is that from that specific special mod that you need to get?
Well put together, operator.
I want to try this.
And
cut down the...
And make the Lotus proud.
Fever Strike. Oh. Didn't realize I was at capacity on this thing. Oops. So Toxin, the base cost is way more expensive, or did I put it in a stupid slot or something? Oh, I think it's because I accidentally replaced it with a different ability at the same time. Break all the things, open all the stuff, skip side paths, I see.
Operator, Ordis wonders, what are you thinking about?
I think on the spectrum of extreme not caring about interacting with stuff and appraising things to extremely caring and breaking every pot and opening every chest and looking at every item. Like, I'm probably closer to you on average, which is why Path of Exile was so headache-inducing for me. But I feel like in a game like this, I'm pressuring myself constantly to pay as little attention as possible and just try to keep going. Because if I stop to think about it, it's going to give me a headache. Because then I get this fear that, like, oh man, you know, I'm spending this time opening every locker and inspecting every hackable console. Like, is that cutting my clear time in half? Is it cutting it in a fourth? It's definitely not a minor distraction once you do it every single time.
There is a large platoon of Grineer Marines stationed here. Leave no one standing.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm having fun with the game. It's a cool new Warframe. I'm excited to get to the story content. How many more junctions would you say that is, roughly? It sounds like the junctions eventually make you go through the quests regardless, right? The Archwing one is coming up soon. Yeah. Well, I guess I've always modeled ARPGs as, like, efficiency games. What's the quickest path to get the best gear? Right. That's what kills me in PoE, though, is just this, like, any one of these things could be important. What? We have to, like, oh, it's because there's multiple players. I see. It's cute. Yeah, that's fair. Life's not about getting to the end. Yeah, I think I would say I'm a journey rather than a destination guy for most video games. Maybe the best way I can put it is, since personally most of the enjoyment I get out of video games is like trying to intuit what the developer intent is, like how they want me to play. I feel like there are a lot of systems in place in a game like this, or Diablo, or Path of Exile, that are saying, go, 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 right? And so even if that wouldn't be personally fun for me, playing in a way that I feel might be contrary to what the developer intends, or at least is implicitly or explicitly incentivizing, is like a sure path to me being miserable. Which I think is why I feel so bad playing RTS games. Because it's like, I have no idea what you want from me. I don't know how you intended for me to solve this. And the way that I feel like I'm doing it is by cheating. So I get no joy or satisfaction after succeeding eventually.
Broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
Let's go. Okie dokie. I feel like the main like slide jump thing feels pretty similar to doing long jumps in Mario 64. It's a fun way to move through the map. True. Let me see about that frame thing. More than half your playtime is on one frame.
If I may say, operator, your chosen warframe suits you.
Streamline's the one I want to start plugging points into, it sounds like. It just seems like such a mild... So, okay, hold on, sorry. It's weird to think of it this way. I would expect that it would be 100% would be the base value, and then it would like reduce it down to 25% means it's at the minimum. But I have to think about it as the inverse of that. So the maximum value efficiency can be is 400%, or does it not scale with the ability costs exactly like that? Huh. Weird, okay. Maximum is 175. Okay, so it's just counting in the opposite direction than I was expecting. I was expecting to go from 100 down to 25, but it's going to go from 100 up to 175. Yeah, gotcha. Thank you. We need to do... Extra.
Are you enjoying the view?
Interception is the got to do it with other players' capture points. I wonder if they just their math needs to work starting from 100% or something. I think I have to do a quest to fabricate an Archwing. I'll do that after this mission here. So we'll need that for next episode. So that's the thing that it has to take time to fabricate.
Get inside enemy data vaults and
Okay,
crucial
gotcha.
intelligence data. Be on the lookout for increased security measures. The enemy would rather destroy their data than let it get into our hands. We're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data.
Oh, so much for that.
Data destruction is imminent. You need to hurry.
I'm trying. I think I know what that pattern is. Oh, that's falling? Really? That data's gone, I'm not getting it. I even get to a point in a lot of these games where I start to feel anxious about just killing every enemy, right? Even just the ones that I can see in front of me, even if it just like takes the time of stopping and thinking to shoot them. That was big in Reaper's Souls, where it's like, all I'm gonna do is get to the Rift Guardian, and anything else is a distraction, basically.
If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
Yes, yes. Alarm's still not activated here. I don't remember how to get to that thing now. The zip line, basically. Oh, I think I see now. Alright, I got one. You only get the best rewards if you get 3 out of 3. Well, I guess my thought from a rushing perspective is just that you get to a point where you know where all the consoles to check are in each of those rooms, so you just like dash in there, intentionally trigger the alarm, and just know exactly where to go to find all of the consoles. Like, I'm assuming that's what an endgame player does most of the time. It looks like if you know where to look, that should be possible every time, but I'm not far enough along that I even know where to look right now. Yeah, 0% would make sense and goes up to 75% max. Exactly.
You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data. Alarms have been triggered.
Well, so much for that.
Retrieve that data before the data destruction is complete.
I guess for those things to guarantee destruction, I'm gonna have to hit them from behind, maybe? That time I got blown up by one of those things in this room. It's pretty stinky.
The data we retrieved will have to suffice.
Oh shit.
Get to extraction.
You have to one-shot them, which I was able to do effortlessly on Excalibur, but... One-shot or don't touch at all, okay. Are there any other fabrication steps that I'm going to need to do for progression reasons other than the Archwing? I'm gonna try to get ahead of those now. For like mandatory progression reasons, that is. We'll look at it here in a second. I think I have to do a quest to get one of the pieces. Wings launcher segments. Oh, I don't have iridite, fish oil, or grok drool. Huh. Spectres. The phase specters? Polymer bundle. Nanospores. Oh, so Archwing's not even going to show up probably then until I do the quest for it. Activate it now. Begin.
This is the master blueprint for the Odonata Archwing, the first
No,
of
Archwing.
many Archwings.
My bad.
To complete it, you must find its component parts. Unfortunately, an ancient Orokin archive detailing the locations of the parts was recently stolen by the Corpus. Your first job is to recover this archive. Hurry. The Archwing needs to be ready before the Baelor Fomorians launch their first attack.
Archwing, Venus. Okay. I got about 20 minutes left here, so I'm gonna try to get as much progress on that and see if I can get started crafting or not.
Have snuck into the void and secured crucial Orokin archives detailing
I got
the
other
hidden
characters
location
here.
of much-needed Archwing parts. Your mission is twofold. Cut off their access to the void and recover the data. Get to the portal. We need to shut the Corpus out of the void before we search for the Orokin archive. Are using a void key and a portable torsion beam device to force open the portal, destroy the key and the device.
So it's like the weekly map from earlier.
The portal only allows travel in one direction. Start up the portal generators to reverse the polarity.
Yeah, right. It's funny. Just defend the terminal now? Okay. Okay, come out of this Stargate thing, that's cool. Hey, that guy is the frame I was playing as before. Excalibur? Is the agility trial meaning like the one that was in the weekly stage?
There's the torsion beam device, but they've taken the void key. Find it.
Oh, that's cool. Going through the portal at the end. Is gliding like that top speed in this game versus roll jumping constantly?
Target spotted. Stay sharp. This one is a handful. Quick, pick up the key. You got the key. Now get back to the portal.
Bullet jump is faster than the roll. Okay. Oh. It's always interesting to me what the most efficient form of locomotion is. A bullet jump into a roll. So I thought you were not just giving an order.
Objective complete. The void key and torsion beam device are out of commission. The enemy will not be returning anytime soon. That's it. The portal has collapsed. I've located the cache containing the Orokin archive. Get there now.
Below me, I think. Getting close to getting that now, finally. I don't like these death orbs, I gotta say.
You found the Orokin archive. You are one step closer to unleashing the Arcwing.
I like unleashing Arcwings. Whirling gives you more momentum, you can do it in midair. Oh, interesting. I think I see what you're saying. I didn't realize that that worked. Okay. So it's like you're doing this flying thing and then you roll while you're Superman gliding, basically. Yeah, that's cool. If you get it all bound up.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
I'm gonna roll as soon as you start the glide.
Coordinates for you to search for the remaining Arcwing parts. Check your navigation console for more information.
Arcwing. Let's go. So basically I need to get 3 of these, and then I hopefully should be good. This is a really cool looking area.
Led us to this location. Defend the extractors until you find an Arcwing part blueprint.
I like the vista there when you first land. That's cool. Does meleeing when you're gliding like that change your forward momentum at all? It's hard to tell.
Excavator is ready to go. Keep it powered and protect it from enemy fire.
Should be a great map for that old 4 ability with sending the lasers through the screen.
The excavator has run out of power. Find a cell.
You have a cell.
An artifact has been located. Proceed to the dig site. Excavator deployed. Protect the unit while it extracts the artifact. The excavator has lost power. Find another cell. We need another power cell for the excavator. The excavator has lost power.
I'm on
Find
it.
another cell. That's it. You found an Arcwing part blueprint. Head
Sweet.
to extraction when you are ready.
Oh, and I can just leave now. Perfect. Beautiful. Played during the dual Zoran coptering days, melee forward momentum. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I imagine it's ultra high skill cap if you're just trying to efficiently clear maps as quickly as possible. Oh, I think I see. Yeah, I see what you mean by being able to roll that on the mouse. It's kind of janky for me to do right now with my current setup. Cool. Probably do that on a controller a lot more smoothly.
Oh my! The operator has returned with an Arcwing part blueprint.
That I
You must
have.
forge it immediately. It won't be long now until you are flying through the skies like a winged death machine.
I think this is the last Arcwing quest, and then I just have to fabricate it, basically. Spectres are the other one that I want to try to get fabricating.
The Orkin
There's one more
Arcwing has
after
led us
this.
to this location. Defend the extractors until you find an Arcwing part blueprint.
Come on.
to go. Keep it powered and protect it from enemy fire.
I only need to do one of these, right? How many total batteries does an excavator need to finish on average? Or is that not fixed?
The excavator has lost power. Find
Yeah, I got it.
An artifact has been located. Proceed to the dig site.
So it's 5 then to get 100 power. Gotcha.
That's it. You found an Arcwing part blueprint. Head to extraction when you are ready.
Makes it hard to see what I'm doing sometimes because of the necessary zoom in when you aim like that. I'm not showing any frame drops over here. I'm gonna see if I can get this last one real quick. Do you know, are the materials you need for the Arcwing crazy, or is it likely that I just have them from doing other missions up to this point?
Ordis does hope to see the Arcwing
Let
soon.
me see the ones I already have going right now. Odonata wings, build. You said I can build Vapor Specters. Oh, the Odonata was the first one that I got. Okay. And I'll have enough circuits, but I guess I'll probably have to log in before the next episode and actually build this once the pieces build, so that it's not happening in that episode. Either for Jupiter or Europa. Alright, let's get this last part. Oh, really? Okay. So as long as I have the component parts for it, I could just do that at the start of stream. I don't have to, like, log in. Make a note to myself to log in the day before.
The Orokin Archive has led us to this location. Defend the extractors until you find an Arcwing part blueprint.
I guess it starts at 20... Well, it starts just short of 20%, huh? Again, my favorite, mostly melee enemies now.
The excavator has lost power. Find another cell.
I don't know if I've seen this mob type before. I just didn't recognize it. These aren't just the infested, are they? The melee one? Oh, maybe they are. I was surprised to see a flying drone.
The excavator has run out of power. Find a cell. An artifact has been located. Proceed to the dig site.
I'm good. It feels good to melee out of that glide. Oh, it's an infected corpus drone, because they have to have something that makes sense for it to be carrying a thing. That's why it's weird. Gotcha. Assault mode. I think I've got that before.
That's it. You found an Arcwing part blueprint. Head to extraction when you are ready.
I'm working on it. It's a bit of a run. Oh, that kid was funny. Basically perfect timing. Start leaving notes to Future Marstead. Actually, Future Marstead, I think I'm just going to make a giant Warframe text file. It's going to be easier than leaving notes to you here. I'll sit here and write down all of my thoughts about the controls on the mouse and keyboard and with the gamepad. It might be a while until there's more Warframe. It'll depend on when it gets another bonus stream, shows up on Subblock, or wins the vote. But every time it gets a bonus stream, every 37k SP spent on it, we're going to play it for about 11 hours. So we will be seeing it again. I think Knight was planning on putting it on Subblock here and there. So we'll probably be seeing it for an hour or two, several times along the way. Okay, so I've got wings, harness, systems, and I had, I guess, the thing I just picked, right? And then Odonata will be, and that'll only take 10 minutes. Okay, cool. And we want to have Vapor Specters for next time, so I guess I'll just set that up. Oh, interesting. This makes like a Farmville copy of you or something? Yeah, okay. Why not? Cool. Awesome. Yeah, check the Future Marstead text file. Future me. This game has been fun. Thanks, Knight, for sharing this. Hope you're able to catch these on YouTube in the future. Warframe will be back. We are going to commit to beating this game eventually. Just gotta plug in those votes. Later, folks.